That's Cole Patterson, and check him out, Col Patterson, making great rebels and great music. Last year was a great year for him, but you never know, we might get him up here in Highland Radio some Monday night. And Bedford Falls, check him out on all his social media pages. For example, his music's on Spotify, iTunes, and the whole lot. And it's great. One of the great acts of 2022, and I've no doubt this year coming too. So we look forward to hearing Cole live maybe sometime. Right, 086 60 25,000. Welcome in if you've just joined us, and we're delighted to welcome our first studio guest of the new year. Playing live for us is JP Kennedy, Ardra, born and bred, I'm sure to say, but you're very welcome.
Nice to be here, Paul. So, yeah.
You're an Ardra man, born and bred?
Yeah, I grew up in Ardra, so was there for the first 20-odd years of my life, and then I left, I did various things, but a few years ago I ended up in Germany, so I've been there now just over 10 years, actually, so...
Okay.
Yeah. I do a lot of...
What took you to Germany?
I went to study. I was doing a course in Ballyfermot in Dublin, and then they had a connection with the school in Mannheim where I'm living. And so that was it. Me and another guy from Ireland, we both came over. And after the year was finished, he went home and I stayed in Mannheim, and I'm there since. So. And
prior to going out, had you been singing here?
Yeah. I started when around 2006, I'd say, for the first time. When I was younger, we had a band at school. This is going way back. But around 2006 or so, I started doing solo material, and I'd be kept busy over in Germany. There's plenty of Irish pubs and everything.
Do you know what? You're talking about that. You wouldn't believe how many people come on here. And we would talk. And Germany, Holland, and even Belgium and stuff. It seems to be an upsurge in Irish music. Or is it the Irish pub scene? Is that what it is? Or?
Well, yeah, I think so. Whatever it is, it's to be Irish in Germany is kind of cool. I mean, you know.
I know. I was there.
It's
myself.
Popular. I never get a bad reaction. And then you can't see on the radio, I've got red hair and freckles, and it's very typical. So they look at me and they think everybhere looks like this, and I don't tell them otherwise.
I lived in Germany for 2.5 years myself, and she has red hair.
All right, brilliant. Where were you in Germany?
We were all over. We spent a lot of time in Bonn and Cologne, and then we moved down to Bavaria, down into a little place called Eichstätt.
Okay, very nice.
Near Ingolstadt. And then we lived for about 9 months on a small island off the North Sea called Borkum.
Wow, there you go.
And that's
impressive. Okay, good.
That is a place to see.
I'd say so.
Absolutely.
I'd say so.
It's their holiday.
Would Germans all go to holidays on the North Sea coast, as they call it, the North Sea coast? Yeah. It's very fun.
I love Germany.
I know, it's a great spot.
They do have a great time for the.
They love it. They love it. So yeah.
Right, we're going to go into a song first, JP.
Okay, play a song first. Yeah. Well, I've got an album coming up, and it's about the Wild West. It's called Road to Jerome, and it's about cowboys and Indians, Native Americans, and this time from the Wild West, basically. So.
How many tracks are on this?
There'll probably be 12.
Wow.
We're just finalising that, but yeah, they're all original songs.
All original songs.
Wrote most of myself, and I've had help with 2 or 3, so it was a co-writing 2 or 3.
Brilliant.
So had good people to help.
So the first song is again?
First one is going to be a Den of Iniquity. This is where cowboys like to go to let off some steam.
Okay, in your own time. Thank you very much. JP Kennedy live in studio.
There's a place that I know near Ruidoso, neath a cavern a few clicks east. It's a watering hole where the blokes like to go, and the girls there they aim to please. I wandered in at 1:45. I swear it's not my vice. So now I was drinking red eye with Daisy, and as the springs began to creep, well, I back in the den of iniquity, yeah. You can gamble your life with every throw of the dice, dodging bullets and bands of thieves. Take a swing, take a throw, some hit high, some kick low, and I swear I shot no deputy. I wandered in at 1:45. wait for an invite. So now I was drinking red eye with Daisy. And as the springs began to creak, well, I back in the den of iniquity. Yeah, yeah. Midnight. I swear it's not my vice. So I was drinking red eye with Daisy. And as the springs began to creak, well, I back in the den of iniquity. Yeah, yeah. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Whoa. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Whoa.
Yeah. Brilliant. Well done. Thank you very much.
No
Crystal
problem.
clear vocals. Your
Okay.
voice is. I'm not trying to put your voice to a particular name or anything, but I'm just trying to. There's a great sound there that I like and I love it. Well done.
Okay, great.
Is
thank
this
you.
your first album to release?
First album, yeah. I used to be in bands, and I was in bands for years in Germany as well, mostly hard rock bands and things like that. But just before the lockdown, I started writing a lot of these Wild West songs. It's based actually on my great grandfather who had a saloon in the Wild West in where was it, Connell? It was in New Mexico and Arizona. Yeah, so we grew up on the stories of his from our grandfather, his tales from the 1890s and 1880s.
So your great grandfather went from here to America,
Yeah, went to Arizona, went to New Mexico.
and then
I came back. He was back on a holiday around 1900, and he met his wife, which would become our great grandmother. So he sent for his stuff, and he never went back after that. So yeah, that's the story. But and we have photos and everything. So there'll be photos on the artwork and
photos of his time
of
in
him
America.
as his saloon and people in the saloon. It's
Wow.
like we have a photo dated 1888.
And is that sort of instilled your
It was
interest?
I
or-
did, yeah. I mean, I just so happened to have a couple of songs in this theme anyway, and then I thought, well, you know what? There's a whole big story there. I might tell if people are still listening to albums. I mean, I hope so. But yeah. So I just thought, why not give it a go? And
Cracking story, that.
that's great. Yeah. We won't tell you about the bear attack, but it's all in the album.
Oh,
yeah.
very good.
We better not get into the bear attack, but it's a long.
Had your great grandfather left any stories here, like for you to, remember or talk about? Did he instill anything in your mind for you, make you think, God, that's brilliant? Any,
Yeah, well, by the time we were born, he was deceased, I'm afraid.
course,
but
yeah.
we got it from our grandfather. He died in 99, so he's quite long dead as well. And then my father, and he would have passed on the stories to us, and to our cousins as well in the family. So we're all pretty aware of it.
That's unusual
And we have,
stories.
and their old family house, because it's Winslow, Arizona. The old family house now in Ardra is called Winslow House because my cousin Mary and Sean are living there now.
Oh,
It's a family
excellent.
house, yeah.
Very good.
And, it's been called Winslow
Brilliant.
recently, yeah.
Great stories.
Yeah.
The Clementine song, tell me about that.
Oh God, it's Clementine. Oh,
Because the first time I heard it, I went, totally unusual.
Yeah,
totally
okay.
different. And I loved that,
it just came about. It was a song that I wrote, and it was not exactly about Clementine to begin with, but after a while working around of it, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I should make this a sort of response to the song "Oh My Darling Clementine," because I had learned that for shows and everything, and I just thought I'm going to do a response to that song and just give a wee clue to the tune at the beginning. And then break into something different, and it's about Clementine. She drinks too much, she falls in the river, and that's
Oh My
the
Darling
rest.
Clementine.
Oh my darling, yeah. She's
Tell
lost.
me this. you recorded that yourself. Did you do all that work yourself, or did you?
No, I had a team with me. So
Okay.
I'd say Aisling Jarvis in Dublin,
Yeah.
but she's got Donegal connections.
We know Aisling well.
Oh, you know Aisling, yes.
Aisling, yeah. You've recorded with Aisling.
Yeah, I
haven't
did
you?
record her. She was the producer, and her brother was on bass, Paul.
Yes.
And then I have an Ardra man on drums, Paul Cullum.
Oh,
yeah,
very
and
good.
guitarist from Ballyshannon.
And
as
have
well.
you have you recorded the entire album with them as well?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, very
We're
good.
just waiting on a couple of songs to be mastered, but or mixed and
Excellent.
mastered. But it's pretty much all done.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well
So
done. How did you
very-
enjoy that process?
Oh, it took a while. It took a while to get everyone together, but I was kind of glad when it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have on fiddle, I should say as well, my cousin Brian Cannon.
Oh, God, you can't-
yeah, I better not forget my cousin.
Good job
Yeah.
you're there, Conal. Keep it right.
Yeah.
Right. We're saying hello. Maisie Cannon early said, amazing
Oh.
JP. And,
That's her. That's Mary. She lives in Winslow House. Yeah, that's her.
Oh, excellent, Maisie.
Yeah.
And Brita O'Donnell said, brilliant.
Oh, very good.
JP.
That's her sister.
Oh, very good. And Marie Cannon.
Mary Cannon.
Mary Cannon. I
Mary
beg your
Cannon.
pardon.
That's their
something.
mother.
Oh, great song, she said. And then
That's good. The whole family.
there she said again, up Winslow.
Up
And,
Winslow all the way.
Sean Cannon early. Well done, JP.
Sean Cannon. Okay, very good. Thank you, Sean.
Paul
Thank you.
Gallagher. Hello to
Paul
you,
Gallagher is a
Yeah.
cousin of mine. Yeah, thank you, Paul.
And King of the Road Ireland said, fair play.
All right, whoever. I can't tell you who that is. I'm
No,
not
that's
sure.
all right. That's all
I'm
right.
not sure. I don't know them all.
Best wishes to our cousin JP from Olivia O'Donnell. Thank you very much.
Oh, wow, young Olivia. No problemo. Great.
Best wishes to JP from his biggest fan, Julian.
Julian is a big fan.
Yeah, and wishing
Julian,
JP all the best on the new album from his cousins Brita and Pod.
that's great.
And great stuff from JP.
they're
You have
all-
to check out his recent video on YouTube, Clementine. There's a tough looking old cowboy at the beginning of it. Clint Eastwood, watch out.
Oh yeah, that's my
Kevin
that's my,
Dunleavy.
that's my father. But Kevin Dunleavy knows him. They play in a guitar group together.
You get your dad on it.
It's my dad. Yeah. So I didn't have to, you know.
Great to hear JP blast it out in Highland. Great work, JP. If only he had moved from your number. If only he'd moved home from your number one fan in Glenties.
Oh, I don't
Fly.
Don't know who could.
FLY, it says at the end.
Flee.
FLY.
FLY. Fly.
Fly.
Ah, I know who that is. Yeah. The dog is called Fly. Yeah, I know. It's Bridget. Yeah. Okay.
Ah, brilliant.
I got it.
So, you have you, since you've went to Germany, you haven't come back here to perform. Are you back here to
Not
perform
much. No. Most of my shows would all be in Germany, and so we were thinking about spreading the tunes a wee bit over in Ireland first, and get a sort of base, and then we'll hit Germany then later in the year. That's the plan.
And how did lockdown work out for you?
It was all right. I mean, I didn't do an awful lot at the beginning of it, but eventually I made myself pick up the guitar and everything, and so there's tunes on there that were.
You didn't do the live session stuff and all that.
The live
Facebook
session.
Live?
I did a few. Yeah. But
Right.
after 4 or 5 months of doing it, I wasn't doing it anymore. So
It was a
it's
hard
not the
one to
same.
take.
Yeah, it is. It's not the same.
No.
And,
Everyone
you can't
said the
beat,
same.
beat the live show. But
I think people were doing it for their mental health more than anything.
probably,
you know?
yeah. But I just wasn't disciplined enough to do it every week and everything. So
You're dead
because
on.
you need new songs every week. So that
Of course. Well, we're live in studio. JP Kennedy's with us. He has already sang one of his songs, and we're looking forward to a couple more. We'll also be playing Clementine. Don't worry about that. If you're looking for Oh My Darling Clementine, it's on the way. Quick ad break. Don't go away.
The huge January sale is now on at Watson Menswear in Letterkenny. Get 2 pair of jeans for €70. A selection of shirts, knitwear, jackets and suits at half price. Great discounts on top labels like Superdry, Penguin, Mishmash, Remus, Umo and more. Don't miss out on big savings in the January sale now on at Watson Menswear, Main Street, Letterkenny, and online at watsonmenswear.com.
My New Year's resolution is to be nicer to myself and treat myself to a new car from iMotors. With every size vehicle and engine type available, you'd be mad to not treat yourself. There's petrol, diesel, hybrid and electric. We have it all. Call in today or visit imotors.ie.
Hi, Jean Kern here to let you know that our first Highland Radio Book Club choice for 2023 is John Boyne's latest novel for adults, All the Broken Places, the long-awaited sequel to the global bestseller The Boy in Striped Pyjamas. In 1946, a mother and daughter flee Poland for Paris, shame and fear at their heels. Nearly 80 years later, the daughter Gretel lives a life that is a far cry from her traumatic childhood. When a couple move into the flat below her in London, the appearance of their 9-year-old son Henry brings back memories she would rather forget. Faced with a choice between her own safety and his, Gretel is taken back to a similar crossroads in her childhood. Back then, her complicity dishonoured her life, but to interfere now could risk revealing the secrets she has spent a lifetime protecting. We will be reviewing the book on my show on Sunday the 5th of February, and as usual, if you'd like to take part in any of our reviews, email me jeancurran@highlandradio.com.
The best music on your station with Paul McDevitt.
It is, and you're very welcome back. JP Kennedy is with us in studio, and a very popular guy by all accounts here. Padraig O'Donnell says, well done, JPK. And Emma Kennedy says, Mick up late and listening. Great stuff.
good
Sorry,
man, Mick,
sorry.
yeah.
There your mic off. Sorry, there you're.
Oh, sorry. Now you're going. Yeah, don't keep Mick up too late, Emma.
Oh, we can't do that. Aidan McHugh says, good man, JP. Congratulations. Well done.
Thanks, Aidan. Yeah,
Well, that's great. You're proving a very popular man.
so far.
Yeah,
That's good. Yeah,
you're. So, JP, we'd love to get this second song you're going to do for us now.
Okay.
And then we'll talk a wee bit about the album and the process.
Okay. Well, this is a song called Highway Star. It's about a couple of bandits, father-son bandits. It's about the father teaching his son the family business, which is robbing.
Oh,
And
it's a handy old trade.
yeah. It was popular back then.
Wouldn't be so popular now.
No, probably not. I don't recommend anyone to do
No,
it.
not now. Not now. So this is, and it's called what?
A Highway Star.
Highway Star. And we'd love to hear this.
Okay, fantastic. Here we go. My son was born in the desert. He rode with me till 7. His mother passed when he was 5. Then they took him away one high noon, threw me into a toll booth. It's been 12 years, but I'm alive. Stagecoach runs slow. Fire in the ho! And if you wonder where you are, I will be the highway star. Raiders of the Savannah, you will be the highway star. Whoa, whoa. I rode into town after sundown to break you out of the asylum. Only shadows and smoke left behind. I taught you how to take aim, hunt and fish and to hightail, tumbleweed shot to the sky. Tailwinds blows go. Fire in the ho! And if you wonder where you are, I will be the highway star. Whoa, whoa. Raiders of the Savannah, you will be the highway star. Whoa, whoa. Hold on, my son. Show me what they've done. Show me what they've done to you. Hold on, my son. Show me what they've done. Show me what they've done to you. Highway star. Oh, highway star. Highway star. Oh, whoa.
Brilliant, brilliant. Love that. Well done. Singer-songwriter J.P. Kennedy with us in studio. How long have you been writing?
I would say, God, going back, I think 20 years odd, something like that, where I wrote with a band a lot, and whatever bands I was in, I wrote songs with them.
Tell me this, has your style changed?
Well, I was always into hard rock and things like that. So it's maybe gotten a wee bit more mellow as the years have gone on.
That comes with age. does it?
Maybe it does. I don't do it, on purpose.
No.
But perhaps it does. Yeah.
But what music did you listen to when you were growing up?
Nirvana, Sex Pistols. I loved Green Day when I was a teenager. Offspring. Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, The Smiths.
The Sex Pistols is an unusual one, and funny enough, I was watching a thing about punk rock the other during the weekend.
Yeah.
And I grew up in that era, right? And I couldn't stand it at the time. I thought it was awful, right? But then all of a sudden, it kind of makes a bit of sense now as I'm getting older. I don't know whether my ears is listening differently than it did before, but
Okay.
you know. And you see now with what he called Johnny Rotten, maybe possibly.
I know, it's
representing
unreal.
Ireland.
I saw it a few days ago, and I thought it was a joke when I saw it. I thought
So did I too.
I was like, "This is it April 1st?" I
It's
thought.
actually not a bad song, you know. It's
No, I've listened to it a few times,
it's
so
not
I
a
mean,
bad
it's
song.
unreal. It'd just be surreal if John Lydon comes
know.
out to represent Ireland
I know,
in
and if-
Liverpool. It would be great.
I would, of course, and the thing about it, I know I think he said his wife wrote it or something like that. I
It's
know
about
she's
his
not-
wife, yeah. 'cause
about his wife.
she's got Alzheimer's, yeah,
Exactly.
and he's looking after her. So
He is.
it was their last holiday together, where she was still in good shape.
Is that right?
Yeah,
there
so
you go.
so they went to Hawaii, and the song is Hawaii. Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how he does.
Oh, it's unreal! I might not be watching the Eurosong every year, but I'll be
certainly watch it to
I'll
see
tune
how.
in this time. Yeah.
But tell me this: the process of the album. What brought this on? Did you say I want an album, or you songs?
It was
written?
something
What
like
way-
I'm off a certain age now. I won't tell my age, but I'm like, God, I had nothing to say. Like I had with band CDs, but I had nothing my own to say. There's something, and I made it all. And it's a wee document of your life or whatever. It's like an achievement. It's like writing a book or something. It really takes a lot of time and work and effort.
Was it something you've been thinking about for a long time? Like,
Yeah, but I just never got around to doing it. And then when I started writing these Western songs, I thought, right, I could be onto something here. And so then I, played a few of the demos to my drummer and to Aisling, the producer, and came over loads of weekends to Dublin, and we recorded there.
you see, and I always ask this one because I'm always curious about songwriters.
Yeah.
Because I love it, sort of what way they work. and
Everyone's
what way they
different.
think.
I there's no
Everybody is
formula. When
different.
I see books about songwriting, I never read them.
No,
because,
I know.
Because if you're going to follow that process, everyone's going to write the same.
It's like the same song, is right? But the process for you as a songwriter, do you sit down and say, right, I'm going to do an album and I'm going to write 12 songs, or do you have?
No, it wasn't like that. There
No.
was more like about 20 songs,
Right.
And we recorded 16 of them,
Yes.
which are done, and we'll pick 11 or 12.
Okay.
Because there's a few there now I don't even play. They've dropped off the radar.
Maybe for now.
For now, yeah, it might suit another time.
A lot of people will be talking to, have this habit of writing, and leaving them, and then they come back to them and they see them with a different light.
Yeah, that's
know.
true. So they might fit into whatever what I'm doing afterwards.
From you landed to Aisling and them to produce the album, from the moment you landed to the end product, has your song changed in any way?
Yeah,
Has it?
yeah, they did. I mean, yeah.
In a positive way for
Oh,
you?
no, good.
or-
And sometimes I would, the song would all be done, and then I would say, actually, I want to change that, and I have to go back and re-record.
Okay.
So, being a perfectionist sometimes with my lyrics as well. I mean, sometimes I wasn't 100% happy with the words, and then I'd be like, no, you have to let me change that, please, please, please. Yeah.
Do you pick a subject matter like as a title to go on? or-
Not really. It'll come. The title will come to the song. If you're there practicing playing, and something will come out, and it's usually the first thing you think of, and that can often be your song title.
Okay.
So like with Highway Star, the last one. I mean, I had that in my mind the whole time, and so it was. Then you built the song around that.
So tell us about the video that comes with it, with Clementine. Is it just the one you've done the video with?
No, we've got the second one in the can, and that's for the last song. It's
Paradise.
Oh yeah, that's the one I'm going to do now. Yeah.
You have a video for that, have you?
No, not for Paradise.
Okay.
Or the one I just did, which is blah blah blah. Sorry, Highway Star.
Highway Star, yeah. Sorry, take your time. You're okay. You're all right.
Highway Star. Yeah, I've got a video for that. Really, it just has to be polished up, I think, at the end, and
Okay.
but it's almost there.
Is that
The whole thing is a few years. The whole process is several years. I'm sure other people do it quicker, but
no? Well, you're better doing the way you wanted it.
yeah,
It's your
well, it's taken,
project,
it's
isn't it?
taken a long time.
Is for you, is a video as important?
Yeah, the video. Yeah, I mean, I hadn't done videos before, not with any sort of budget or with a proper crew or anything like that. So, I got into it, and I wanted it again. I wanted it to be right. I wanted people wearing the clothes from the era and stuff like that. You know. So it was, and once we got into it, I mean, I was like, wow.
How long take the video? How long did you do it?
About 3 or 4 days to shoot that one.
Right.
With because you know. It was getting dark on one day, and we had to go back the next day to do this whole scene again.
Where'd you do it? Down around Ardra?
Oh no! It was somewhere more exotic than Ardra. It was Cyprus.
Cyprus.
Yeah.
bored you.
Oh, we had a connection over there. My folks
very
go there on holiday a lot, so
Excellent.
yeah, had a connection there, and it looks like the Wild West. So Ardra doesn't look too much like the Wild West.
No, it doesn't, but Cyprus does.
Cyprus does.
Good luck to JP from the Sweeney and Cassidy families on the Hill Head.
Oh, wow, that's
in
great.
Ardra.
Brilliant, thank you.
And who's that there? Can't. I need to put the glasses on here. Hang on a wee second there. There we go. Camia. Hello to you. She just says, wow.
Okay, brilliant, very good, very good.
Hang on. Another quality tune, JP. Can't wait for the album from Maisie.
Okay,
And
good.
Marty Joyce says, great stuff, John.
Oh, I know this man as well. That's Atlantis man.
Ah, very good.
Yeah.
Have you performed much around here?
No, not in ages.
No.
Not since I was a teenager with my band, but that's a long time ago.
Okay.
So I'm not been on the scene at all in Ireland, really. I played in the Beehive over Christmas.
Gilly Gordon?
Oh, yeah, I know. The Beehive in Ardra. I
Ardra,
played in
yeah,
and
yeah,
the guest house in Ardra. But yeah, I'm more on the German scene, I'm afraid.
And on German scene, do you know, I know you have to play to the audience at times, but
Yeah.
do you get an opportunity to put on your own music at any time?
Yeah, well, I try to do the first half an hour of my own songs just as
Okay,
kind of
very
to
good.
get them out there, and then you'll have to go into Whiskey in a Jar or whatever like that. So
Of course.
most of you get club gigs if you're supporting a band, something like that.
Yeah.
Like the Rumjacks. Rumjacks were playing there last night in the Tree Arena, and they were playing small stages. They were supporting Dropkick Murphys last night.
Okay.
In the Point, it's a Point, the Tree Arena.
Yeah.
So I supported them several times on 2 different tours, and that was great. And you see what level they're at now. I mean,
Exactly.
it's unreal.
Well, it's good. It's good connection to make too as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Support. But I think you're right in what you say with supporting, because I think if somebody comes on to support and they come out by covers, it's not the same.
No.
And it's good to get an opportunity to play your own music in front of a big audience as such.
I usually get away with it for half an hour, and then I don't usually push it anywhere.
Right,
The
right.
owner will be looking for you, asking, "Where's Sweet Caroline?"
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Leo, hello to Leo. He said, congrats, JP. Love the video. You have the best publicist.
That's my brother there.
Oh, very good.
I
Good
don't know.
man.
Yeah, that's Connell.
And is that Sarah? Hang on.
Yeah.
And Sarah Canning O'Rourke. Am I saying that
Okay.
right? Fair play to you, cousin John. Sometimes it's hard to be a John. Mick,
I did say that a long time ago.
Mick
Yeah.
and Mama would be so very proud.
Oh, that's my
very nice.
grandparents. Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. And Hugh
Thank you.
Osborne said, have you ever attempted writing a Christmas song? You
Oh,
know,
God,
one of those
I
that
did.
They can make you for life.
I know, you're right. It's true. I had
Fairy Tale New York.
I had a few.
Pension.
I had a few ideas, but I've never finished one.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's something I'm always had in the back of my mind, but never get around. I need someone to put me under pressure and say, "Look, in 2 weeks, I want this song."
I want this song.
Then I would do it, maybe.
Wouldn't
But,
it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice but to have that?
Oh, it would to get
Pension.
one. It's almost a closed shop. It's hard to get new songs into the Christmas
It is.
markets
It
because
is.
we play the same songs every year.
And tell me this now: when you when do you hope to launch the album?
Probably end of the summer,
Right.
that kind of time. Yeah, I hope so.
That's a long time process, isn't it?
Well, no, this is the first single, so this Clementine is the first single.
How did you find the response to that?
I mean, really good. I mean, people in Ardra and everything were brilliant. People saying it to me all Christmas that they'd seen the video and stuff. So It did relatively well. I was surprised. We got several thousand views in a few days, and so it's still going up slowly. You know, there's still people.
That's okay.
It's doing okay.
Slow but sure.
Yeah.
So when do you head back to Germany? You've
Thursday.
Oh, this Thursday?
Yeah, that's Thursday. Yeah.
Okay.
So I stayed around so I could do this.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you
No
very
worries.
much indeed.
No worries. No problem.
I'm delighted that you did do that.
Yeah.
So if people want to get in touch with you, are you on social media and stuff?
Yeah. I mean, you get the songs, Clementine, Highway Star, Spotify.
Yeah.
JP Kennedy. What else have we got? On YouTube, obviously.
Instagram.
Well, it's me on Instagram. JPK. It's at JPK Music.
Okay.
And music with a K because it's a German spelling. That's a bit confusing sometimes. MUSIK at the end.
Oh, yes.
I wasn't early enough to get the one with the C at the end.
Oh,
so.
right, very good. But
Yeah.
people will get you anyway.
Yeah. And
Do you
Twitter, Facebook, all those
that's
things.
good. You're on everything.
Yeah,
And you have to be, don't you?
Yeah, and I'm not the best at that, but my brother's sort of kicking me,
Good stuff.
my bum to do it.
It takes someone to do it.
It does, yeah. You need somebody with.
Well,
a-
you have to know, JP,
whip.
if you're taking serious, it's all part of the package, really, isn't it? You know what I mean?
No,
You
big
know,
time.
your
No, but it
social
takes you
media.
to another level. When you release a video, a decent video, it takes you to a higher level. It's like, oh, now you're a real artist. Wow.
And what about radio play? How do you find that throughout the country?
Tried
Have
to.
you pushed that?
No, it was great that Highland Radio played. I mean, so I'm happy with that. But we haven't gone to the regional ones really yet, or to 2FM or anything like that. I haven't even done it yet. But you'd get on a specific show late at night. I think I don't even know who's now doing
I know.
these
I know
shows
what you
anymore.
mean.
So we have to get into that and. Local radio I can get in Germany. I know that much.
Well, your music deserves to be played in all radio
Oh well,
stations.
it would be great.
You know,
it would
it
be
does.
great.
It
Yeah.
definitely does, and I think there should be more of that done.
Yeah.
Supporting Irish music, and it's great to see it.
Yeah.
And,
Well, it's great that you guys are supporting it too. I mean,
yeah,
it's
you look at me here. I'm just sitting back, relaxed. So
no,
it's
but
not,
you
there's
could
no
be,
hard work.
Yeah.
You know, it's used people, and that's what we love about it. It's always you're never stopped being surprised with the talent that we get up here, and it's just amazing, especially when it's for our own. From our own county. Great song, JP from Porrick Gallagher.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, thank you.
Mairead Lynam, hello.
Lynam as well.
I beg your
Yeah,
pardon.
yeah.
So proud of a great Ardra artist.
Yes.
Killing it, JP.
Well,
Yo-ho.
doing my very best. Doing my best.
Great stuff. And Mariah is calling you. Leo said, Mariah. Must be what? Mariah Carey?
Is
I
it
was looking
Mariah
for-
Carey? She hasn't been in touch now in a long time.
No, I wouldn't have go. She
She doesn't return my calls.
No, I wouldn't do her. I wouldn't bother her. She's not full of herself. Her. She's sitting there now
I
waiting on a
can't-
check to come from Christmas.
Yeah, well, I can't sing as many notes as Mariah Carey can.
No, you're dead on. Well, listen.
Let me just say, I forgot to
Yeah.
say, Kieran Crossan is my guitar player from Ballyshannon.
Oh, good man.
Yeah.
Good man, Kieran.
And Sophie Vardigans is half German, half English, but she's also kind of Irish. She plays a lot of Irish folk music and everything. So I had two fiddle players. I had her and I had my cousin Brian Cannon as well.
Wow.
Because Sophie was playing all the tunes with me over in Germany.
Okay.
So she knew a lot of the songs as well.
When you play in Germany, how many do you play with?
Usually alone, but sometimes there'll be a gang, it's like an Irish band thing. And
Is there a good contingent of Irish over there
there
in
is
the music scene? Like,
Oh, sorry, no. There's a few that are playing in the Irish pubs. There's a few, but in my area, there's not many. In whole of Mannheim, there might be 30 Irish people in the whole place.
where's that? Is that in the middle of Germany?
It's south of Frankfurt,
south of Frankfurt.
near even Strasbourg on the French border. It's not that far away either. So, yeah.
Beautiful scenery over there.
Oh, lovely, yeah.
Oh, that's
lovely.
Do you plan to stay there?
Who knows?
Who knows? Well, that's a fairly.
Yeah, I
that's a
don't
fairly-
know. I'll come home eventually, I presume, but you never know.
Whenever, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we wish you the very best for the album.
Okay.
We're really looking forward to it coming out.
Well,
And,
thank you.
well-
You might get a copy.
Well, we'd like to thank you, would, and you can sign it and all first. To sign
All
it
right,
over
yeah,
this.
okay.
But the album process now is totally different, isn't it? You
Yeah.
know, CDs.
Yeah.
Will you be putting it on CD format?
I'd say so, yeah. First of all, it'll be for streaming, and then I would like to have CD and have a LP as well at the show. But that's
Yeah.
going into a very niche market. Then
I know.
But I still buy CDs. That's the only CDs I have is the ones I buy at people's concerts because you don't buy them in the shops anymore.
No, you can't.
Yeah, so I buy them at people's concerts to support the.
Do you as an artist yourself, I know everybody has their different views on Spotify and on all these streaming sites.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of money in it for the artist.
I know it's definitely not
But
about.
does it balance? I'm not saying financially does it balance out, but does it balance out in your mind that the fact that you're getting out to a wider audience? Does that
Yeah, I think so.
play part of it?
Yeah, I mean, I've only now with my new tunes been up on Spotify about 3 weeks or something like that. So if you want to log on, give me a like or a follow or whatever it is on Spotify. Get the numbers up, it would look better.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a whole new world now. I mean, so it's just everything is done different.
Patrick Rapp said, out in the open, finally, great interview.
Oh
Thank you
wow,
very
that's
much,
from
Patrick.
Germany. That one.
Is that from Germany?
Yeah, he must be tuned in. Yeah, he's
Good
turning.
Patrick.
Yeah, it's his 50th birthday today. That man.
It is not.
You'll have to wish him.
Right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Patrick. Happy birthday to you. Hey, yeah, boy.
Yeah, and Patrick played on the album as well.
Oh, did he?
Some
Excellent.
He did a lot of guitar and
Excellent.
he did backing vocals and things like that. So
Brilliant.
that's great that he's tuned in. I thought he'd be out partying tonight.
No, it's not all about partying with that man there. But once you hit 50, you look at things differently.
Oh well, yeah.
You have to think. You have to think of the next morning now.
Yeah, well, that's true.
And
That's
let me
true.
have a look here. Sean Cannon early said, where'd it go? It'd be great to have it on a vinyl LP.
Ah,
A
yeah.
vinyl is
Well,
class.
that's something. It is, yeah. So that's something to think about when
Of
it's at that
course.
stage. We're not quite there yet, but yeah.
Hello, Pádraig Gallagher says hello to Maria and Connell Senior and Emma and Connell Junior.
It's Connell Jr. is here.
Great video. And Hugh Osborne said, hip hip hooray.
Okay, fantastic. Good man himself.
Very good. They're all joining in, you see. They're having a
Great,
crack.
great.
There's a great support from Ardra and fair play to them all.
It's brilliant, yeah.
Aye, of course. Well, listen, the pleasure's been ours.
Yes.
We're delighted you came up. And on the conditions that's on the road tonight, we totally appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, I hope we get back.
Well, I hope you do. I hope you do. But you can stay here.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
room out here. Don't be worrying about it. You know what I mean? We'll get the crack going. We'll get a lot of drinking.
Let's do it.
Right, the final song is from your forthcoming album,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
called No Place in
No
Paradise.
Place in Paradise. So.
Give us a wee background to that one.
No Place in Paradise is about a man, a fighting man who's been to war, and it's him looking back and saying, "Oh my God, that was hard times. Was it all worth it? So it's a man looking for redemption."
You've got great stories behind all these, aren't
yeah.
there?
So it's all Wild West stuff, So.
Uh-huh. Oh,
There was a lot of shootouts in those days and things like that.
Oh, Tanner Penny then.
Had a Betty.
I mean, right, JP, on your own time, this is JP Kennedy, and this is a track, his third song to play for us tonight live here in Highland Radio, and it's called No Place in Paradise.
I lived my life in certainty that what I did just had to be to fight and kill another for this land. I gave my life up to the cause, a battle-hardened man of war, maybe a place amongst our heroes of the past. How did you live your life? 'Cause nothing makes sense in this world of mine. Can I leave it all behind? And I know there'll be no place in paradise. I shot a man dead in the night, another gunned down in broad daylight. I turned before their bodies hit the floor. I did my time in a county jail amongst my fellow adjutants, and there I realize in plain candor. How did you live your life? 'Cause nothing makes sense in this world of mine. Can I leave it all behind? And I know there'll be no place in paradise. know it's been a while. But dear Lord, how I try. The war is never won. Dear Lord, what have I done? In a time of peace, I ain't worth a damn. I learned to kill, not understand. And I was never more than just a pawn. And can a man redeem himself? Dear Lord, how I repent. Is it too late to say that I was wrong? How did you live your life? 'Cause nothing makes sense in this world of mine. Can I leave it all behind? And I know there'll be no place in paradise. How did you live your life? I hope it was a better one than mine. Can I leave it all behind? And I know there'll be no place in paradise. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-da-da-da, ba-ba-da-da-da, ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-da-da-da, ba-ba-da-da-da, ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, brilliant, absolutely
Thank
brilliant.
you.
Well done, well
No,
done.
thank you for having me,
And
yeah.
we're, listening to your vocals there. Without any production, your vocals could carry that song, and as a finished production without anything added on. So I'm really excited about looking forward to the
Okay,
song. Genuinely.
good. Well, give
And
us-
we'll not speak to you again if you don't send us a copy. So, come
No,
here.
I'll be back if I'm welcome back. I'd certainly come
the
back.
door's
and-
open. You're
Okay.
absolutely welcome back. Aidan Fisher said, "Listen to
Oh,
you here
wow.
in London."
Very good. Well,
Good.
there you go. That's
There
a
you
cousin.
go.
That's a cousin as well.
I've
yeah.
got a cousin. Thank you very much indeed.
No worries.
Just before we go, have you a name for the album?
Yeah, it's called Road to Jerome.
Road to Jerome.
Yeah, because one of the stories from my great grandfather, his cousin out there at the time was also a Kennedy, and him and another man were going to Jerome to find work. They left their wives and they left their kids at home, and they went to look for work.
Brilliant.
On the second day, there was a bear attack, So it's about the rest of the journey there. That's what it's about.
Very
So,
good. Very
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
It's, well, listen. All I can say is the best of luck with it.
Okay, thank you.
Have a safe journey tonight.
We do our best.
Have a safe journey back to Germany. Are you gigging this weekend as such?
I am. That's why I'm going back. Playing on Friday and Saturday. So that's the reason.
Well, the pleasure's been ours, JP.
Okay, well, thank you,
very
guys.
much. And Connell, thank you very much for making the connection. And you're in charge of PR, so we'll be expecting the album whenever it's ready. And to everyone who texted and messaged on tonight for JP, thank you very much indeed. Clementine's the one we're going to go out with. So
Great. Yeah, well, that's the current single. That's the one you need to go on Spotify. You need to go on YouTube. And here it is.
Here it is. This is Spotify. JP Kennedy, thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you.